In the Himalayas' vast, enigmatic expanse, an adventure was taking shape, catalyzed by the mysterious demise of Dr. Alan Park, a biologist whose obsession with the Yeti had consumed his final days. This unsettling development beckoned Sean Wyatt, Adriana Villa, and Tommy Schultz, seasoned adventurers and archaeologists with the International Archaeological Agency, to delve into a mystery that intertwined legend with a potential reality-shattering discovery. The trio, known for their daring exploits and expertise in unraveling ancient mysteries, found themselves drawn into a web of intrigue that spanned continents. Meeting in Atlanta, they set their sights on the Himalayas, where Dr. Park's last known whereabouts promised clues to a groundbreaking revelation. The legend of the Yeti, a creature woven into the tapestry of local folklore, stood at the center of this unfolding enigma. Their journey to Nepal brought them face to face with the rugged beauty and inherent dangers of the Himalayan landscape. Joining them was Tashi Dorji, a local guide whose knowledge of the treacherous terrain and familiarity with regional lore was unparalleled. His guidance would prove crucial in navigating the challenges ahead. Their first destination was the remote research cabin of Dr. Park, a site that bore the scars of a violent struggle and a frantic search. Amidst the disarray, they discovered Park's journal, titled Project Yeti, The Hidden Truth. The journal hinted at a network of ancient caves deep within the mountains, places that possibly held secrets far beyond mere folklore. Compelled by a combination of professional curiosity and a sense of duty to their fallen comrade, the group embarked on an arduous trek into the depths of the Himalayas. Guided by Tashi, they traversed icy cliffs and navigated through dense, ancient forests, each step bringing them closer to untold secrets. Their expedition led them to a cavern of monumental scale, where the mysteries of the past were etched into the walls, and a statue stood as a sentinel over a long-forgotten truth. It was here that they learned of the heart of the mountain, an artifact of immense power and significance, the key to the very mystery Dr. Park had been chasing. However, their discovery did not go unnoticed. Viktor Kovalenko, a ruthless arms dealer with a voracious appetite for ancient artifacts, had been tracking their progress. Intent on claiming the power of the heart of the mountain for himself, Kovalenko and his mercenaries ambushed the group in a violent confrontation. Gunfire echoed through the ancient cavern, a stark contrast to the silent watchfulness of the mountains around them. In a twist of fate, amid the chaos, a figure emerged from the shadows, a Yeti, the legendary guardian of the mountain's secrets. Its appearance turned the battle on its head, providing Sean, Adriana, Tommy, and Tashi with a narrow window of escape. Utilizing a hidden passage, they narrowly evaded capture, the Yeti's intervention leaving them with more questions than answers. As they regrouped on a cliffside, the first light of dawn breaking over the horizon, the gravity of their situation became clear. The heart of the mountain, now within their reach, was an artifact of great significance, and Kovalenko's determination to possess it posed a grave threat. The group resolved to secure the heart, understanding that its power, in the wrong hands, could have catastrophic consequences. Their plan was set into motion, leading them back into the heart of the Himalayas. With Tashi Dorji's guidance, they navigated the landscape, acutely aware of the immense responsibility they shouldered. The heart of the mountain was not merely an artifact, it symbolized the unexplored mysteries and dormant powers of the natural world, a legacy that they were now a part of. Concurrently, Adriana and Tommy encountered renewed threats from Kovalenko's relentless pursuit. Their strategic maneuvers and quick thinking in a nearby cave uncovered an ancient mural, revealing a hidden escape route and providing them a crucial advantage. With Kovalenko's forces closing in and the safety of the heart of the mountain hanging in the balance, the group braced themselves for the challenges ahead. The first act of their adventure concluded with them poised on the brink of a deeper foray into the unknown, ready to confront the dangers that awaited in their quest to protect a power that transcended time and myth. The Himalayan dawn brought a new day, and with it, new dangers. Sean, Adriana, Tommy, and their guide, Tashi Dorji, found themselves further entwined in a web of peril as they ventured deeper into the mountains. The heart of the mountain, an artifact of ancient power, lay within their grasp. But so did the looming threat of Viktor Kovalenko, whose determination to possess the artifact knew no bounds. Navigating treacherous terrains and evading Kovalenko's relentless mercenaries became a relentless challenge. Each step deeper into the mountains was a race against time, as the group sought to secure the heart of the mountain in a location beyond the reach of those who would misuse its power. The stakes were higher than ever, and the margin for error was non-existent. Their journey led them through a landscape that was as breathtaking as it was perilous. Glacial rivers, steep cliffs, and hidden crevasses tested their physical limits and resolve. Tashi, with his intimate knowledge of the land and its secrets, proved indispensable, guiding the team through shortcuts and safe passages known only to those who had spent a lifetime among these peaks. The group's resolve was further tested when they encountered a small village that had fallen victim to Kovalenko's ruthlessness. The destruction wrought upon the innocent villagers was a grim reminder of the stakes involved. Kovalenko's quest for power had already cost lives, and it was imperative that the heart of the mountain did not fall into his hands. As they pressed on, the group realized that the key to securing the heart lay in understanding its origin and purpose. Ancient texts and legends spoke of the artifact as a guardian of balance, a tool to maintain harmony between man and nature. Misused, it could bring about catastrophic consequences. Their path led them to an ancient monastery perched precariously on a cliffside. Here, hidden away in scrolls and texts, were clues to the final resting place of the heart of the mountain. The monastery, a repository of knowledge and history, held the answers they sought, but also brought them dangerously close to Kovalenko's forces. The inevitable confrontation with Kovalenko's mercenaries was a test of skill, wit, and endurance. The monastery became a battleground where ancient corridors and sacred halls echoed with the sounds of gunfire and the clash of wills. Sean, Adriana, and Tommy utilized their expertise in combat and strategy, turning the monastery's labyrinthine layout to their advantage. In the midst of the chaos, a revelation came to light. The heart of the mountain was not just an artifact of power. It was part of a larger mechanism, one that controlled the very forces of nature within the region. The monastery's texts revealed that the heart needed to be returned to a sacred temple deep within the mountains, a place designed to harness and balance its power. The race to the temple was a harrowing journey, with Kovalenko's mercenaries in hot pursuit. The group faced avalanches, ice crevasses, and steep ascents, each obstacle a testament to the mountain's untamed nature. Their resolve, however, remained unshaken, driven by the knowledge that the fate of the region, perhaps even the world, rested on their success. As they neared the temple, the environment grew increasingly hostile. Blizzards, biting winds, and treacherous terrain hampered their progress, but the group pushed forward, driven by the urgency of their mission. Meanwhile, Kovalenko, obsessed with acquiring the heart, pushed his men to their limits. His lust for power blinded him to the dangers of the mountain, leading to reckless decisions and costly mistakes. His forces dwindled, caught off guard by the mountain's fury and the team's resourcefulness. The final leg of the journey was a grueling ascent to the temple, located at the summit of one of the Himalayas' highest peaks. The temple, an architectural marvel, was built in harmony with the mountain, its walls and foundations one with the rock itself. As they approached the temple, the true scale of their undertaking became evident. The heart of the mountain needed to be placed at the center of the temple, a focal point where its energy could be safely channeled and balanced. The task was fraught with danger, as the temple's ancient mechanisms were designed to test the worthiness of those who sought to wield the heart's power. Kovalenko, in a final, desperate attempt to seize the heart, confronted the group at the temple's entrance. What followed was a showdown between the sheer force of Kovalenko's ambition and the group's determination to protect the heart. The battle was intense, a clash of ideals and wills set against the backdrop of the ancient temple and the unforgiving Himalayan landscape. In the end, it was the mountain itself that decided the outcome. A sudden shift in the weather, a blizzard of unprecedented ferocity, engulfed the temple, a reminder of the power that lay within the heart of the mountain. Kovalenko, unprepared for the mountain's wrath, found himself at the mercy of the very forces he sought to control. The group, using their knowledge of the temple and the heart, navigated the ancient mechanisms, successfully placing the artifact in its rightful place. As the heart settled into its cradle, a sense of equilibrium returned to the mountain. The blizzard subsided, the winds calmed, and for a moment the world seemed to hold its breath. With the heart of the mountain secured, the balance between man and nature was restored. The group, having faced and overcome incredible odds, emerged from the temple with a newfound respect for the ancient powers they had encountered. As they made their way back down the mountain, they knew that their adventure was far from over. The world was full of hidden wonders and untold dangers, and they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Himalayas, with their timeless majesty and unfathomable secrets, had been but one chapter in their ongoing saga. With the heart of the mountain now secured in its ancient cradle, a sense of equilibrium returned to the Himalayas. However, the adventure was far from over for Sean, Adriana, Tommy, and their guide, Tashi Dorji. They had thwarted Viktor Kovalenko's ambitions, but the aftermath of their confrontation had left them stranded high in the mountains, with the harsh elements and the remnants of Kovalenko's forces still posing a significant threat. Their descent from the temple was a treacherous endeavor. The mountain, though no longer enraged by the misuse of the heart, remained an unforgiving force. Avalanches, hidden crevasses, and steep cliffs tested their endurance and ingenuity. Each step was a calculated risk as they navigated through the perilous landscape, ever aware of the dangers that lurked in the snow and shadows. As they made their way down, the group encountered survivors from Kovalenko's team. Stranded and defeated, these men, once enemies, were now in need of help. In a display of compassion and humanity, Sean and his companions offered aid, despite the risks. This act of kindness in the face of adversity was a testament to their character and the principles they stood for. The journey through the mountains was not just a physical challenge, it was a mental and emotional trial as well. The experiences in the temple and the confrontations with Kovalenko had left their mark. There were moments of reflection, where the gravity of their actions and the significance of their discovery weighed heavily upon them. The heart of the mountain was safe, but the world beyond the Himalayas was full of unknowns and potential threats. As they approached the base of the mountains, the group's thoughts turned to the future. The adventure had changed them, forged them into a tighter unit, bound by shared experiences and a common goal. They knew that their journey together was not yet complete. There were more mysteries to unravel, more adventures to be had. However, their immediate concern was dealing with the aftermath of their confrontation with Kovalenko. They needed to report back to the authorities, to ensure that Kovalenko faced justice and that the events surrounding the heart of the mountain were properly documented. Their return to civilization was a reintegration into a world far removed from the ancient mysteries and primal forces they had encountered. The hustle and bustle of everyday life seemed almost alien after their experiences in the mountains. Yet they adapted, driven by a sense of duty and a newfound purpose. In the days that followed, Sean, Adriana, and Tommy worked with local authorities and international agencies to provide detailed accounts of their adventure. Their testimony was crucial in building a case against Kovalenko, ensuring that his crimes did not go unpunished. The evidence they provided, including Dr. Park's journal and the records found in the monastery, painted a clear picture of Kovalenko's intent and the danger he posed. The legal proceedings were a drawn-out affair, but justice was served. Kovalenko was found guilty of multiple charges, including theft of cultural artifacts, endangerment of lives, and various international crimes. His conviction was a victory, not just for the group, but for all those who valued the preservation of history and the protection of ancient secrets. In the aftermath of the trial, Sean, Adriana, and Tommy received recognition for their bravery and contributions. However, the accolades and media attention were not what drove them. They were adventurers at heart, driven by a desire to explore the unknown and protect the world's hidden wonders. The mountains had been a formidable adversary, a keeper of secrets, and a teacher of harsh lessons. The experience had strengthened their resolve and deepened their understanding of the delicate balance between exploration and preservation. The adventure had also left them with questions. The world was full of mysteries, and the heart of the mountain was just one piece of a larger puzzle. There were more secrets to uncover, more legends to explore, and more challenges to face. As they set their sights on new horizons, Sean, Adriana, and Tommy knew that their journey was far from over. The world was a tapestry of hidden treasures and uncharted territories waiting to be discovered. With their combined skills, courage, and insatiable curiosity, they were ready to delve into the unknown, to uncover the mysteries that lay waiting in the shadows of history. And so, as the sun set on one adventure, the promise of new discoveries beckoned them forward. The Himalayas, with their ancient secrets and timeless majesty, had been but one chapter in their ongoing saga. Ahead lay a world of possibilities, each mystery a call to adventure, each challenge an opportunity to make their mark on the annals of history.